friends, if you've seen my other videos, you know I talk like this because I can. Today's very special, my friends. True coffee, in person, with Eddie Lugo Studios. Stay coffee, my friends.
Yeah, put your pinky up.
Oh, wait.
French toast.
Say many feet.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have to agree with you, Mike. Yep. I saw you come up and say I was listening to Damon on can't stop can't stop mowing but love cruising in and bowling. And I kept checking back and forth and so okay. So far it's just Mike I could wait a little longer. And then say, you know what the hell? He's already there. I mean, he might be awake, he might not be. So he might be online, he might not be. So let me just go over there and then and go back and just start. What the hell? So I saw he's coming, Eddie. I knew you couldn't resist not coming on early. You got me good today. You got me good. Um, we are heading to G Town tomorrow morning. All right, cool. Being up since 4 a.m. Well, I fell asleep early about 11. Then I woke up around 1. It felt warm in the room. So I got up, made some coffee, came over to the studio. Oh, excuse me. Came here to the studio and did some stuff. And then around 2 o'clock in the morning, I lay down in the sofa bed here that my brother uses when he comes to visit. I fell asleep in it, but it's so effing uncomfortable. I was able to flip to the other side, but I didn't feel it's not comfortable at all, and it's very low. So for me to get up from it, and then the the padding on the sofa there is thick, so it makes it to me it makes me uncomfortable. So I flipped a few times, and finally I said, "No, I got to get out of here." I think I woke up about like 4:45. I slept for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I slept on it. Oh. Mostly on my left side, and then when I moved to the right side, struggle to get it on my right side. My head couldn't fit in place. Um, the fan can making some noises. No, I don't hear it. It's in a lot lower speed now, so I don't hear the noise. So, and there's no clock for me to look at to tell what time it was. So I was finally able. I hustled and was able to sit on it. I struggled to get up because it's low. I don't have anything to help me pull up. He finally got out of there, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what time is it?" And it was like 5 o'clock. So like, oh, still early. So I went ahead and then oh, made another cup of coffee and came back in, and then I'm struggling now to stay awake. So I say, oh, might as well start now. Mike is already waiting, so why not? And good morning, Mr. John. John Gale is also here. So, hi, every day 4 a.m. I'm up. What time do you go to bed? I mean, it must be if you wake up around the same time, it's because you're used to it. But I don't know. I knew you couldn't. Yeah, I'm telling you, you got me go with that. I saw that like it make me bust out laughing. Oh wow! So you only sleep? You don't sleep that much then? You're like John here. John sleeps sometimes he sleeps good, sometimes he sleeps a little bit less. Me, I'm in the same way. I sleep a couple hours, get up. Now what I do, I come here, make some coffee, hang out for a bit, for a couple hours, and then go back to bed. And then wake up when the alarm goes off. Well, last night I was already, you know, a little weird sleeping deal. I took like 3 naps yesterday, but about like an hour nap. I'm gonna sleep long. Again, the house felt warm. Um, I don't know what it was, so probably today I might be able to sleep a little bit better. So we'll see. Um, Good morning, Mike, from Mr. John Gator. I will take a nap if I can in the afternoon. See, that's what I do too. Usually around 10, as soon as we are done with um, the go live together. That's what I do. Let me go and hit the sack for a bit. My doctor called me last night about 9 o'clock, around 9 o'clock last night, and freaking scared me. Um, I sent him a message a couple of days ago, so he finally got to it yesterday. And oh, oh man, they gave me a new pill to replace the 2 other pills, but now from 40%, 40 milligrams, it got increased to 80. I'm telling you, I'm so sick and tired of pills and all this crap. Now he wants to know how much this will make me, so another LASIK to maybe urinate more. So we'll see. He wants me to keep track of it. I'm gonna get to see him Monday, so he wants me to bring those deals Monday, and also um, by the end of the day today, send him a message and let him know how things are going. I can hear those birds chirping outside. Yeah, pain in the asses. They're freaking loud too. If you hear them, you can. You have no idea how loud they sound over here. They're right outside the door in the back. I'm in the back of the house, the last bedroom, and then next to me is the kitchen on the outside of this room, and then of course in the back there's another the porch back there with a yard. So yeah, they're pretty loud and this early in the morning, and they get nastier every morning. They're freaking out there. Sometimes I let go out there and spook them, but the next day they're back. So why bother? Let them do whatever. It's nature. Birds are gonna do what birds do. So let it happen. So just the way it is. I am extremely tired. What was it? Sunday night I was doing a live, and I fell asleep during the live 3 times. The first time I heard Alice screaming at me from the living room, "Hey!" And it scared me, and I like woke up like, "Oh crap, I'm in a live." The next, I kind of like put my head down like this a little bit, fell asleep, and it's like, "Whoa, no cannot do, no cannot do." I'm gonna have a little snack here. I had a banana earlier, and 2 cups of coffee so far, and then this water that I'm drinking now. So hold on. Yes, they do, John. Mother pluckers, you know. Mm. So I think I only cleaned my car once, and then my car is 10 years old. And I wash my car either on the sheds, and I run it by the car wash every now and then. I don't even do that. I have our grandnephew do it once, and he did such a lousy job. He thought he was gonna get $20, and I gave him five. Uncle Eddie, why you only give me $5? Because you did a lousy job. I'm gonna tell my mother and you. I don't give a shit. you did a you did a lousy job. You got him $5. What's up, Bob Manola? How you doing? No, Alice Lugo is not up yet. Well, maybe she's up, but I haven't heard any noises coming from the living room, so I might have to go over there and wake her up because I'm in the back of the house. So good morning to you nuts. Once a year, I drop it off to get each car completely detailed. Okay. I contacted a person here in Peachtree City to have the car completely detailed. He sends me a quote coming all the way from Peachtree City to here, which is about a half hour drive. $250. I said, don't bother. 200 if you come here to the house. I'm not gonna bother. That much money, I'll clean it myself and pocket the money in my pocket. Hmm. These cookies are okay. You slide, taste up cinnamon. See, I got a whole box right there that I got in the mail 2 days ago. This is reminders of two other boxes that I got before. So, cost me about 80 per card to get detail. That's interior and with bulk waxing included. $80 is not bad, you think? With all that, the waxing and all that, that's a good deal. This guy wanted $250 just to show up here. Nope. I'd rather put that in my pocket and do it myself. So take a trip near the border. We clean the inside of the car. Okay. Now it hasn't been done in years. I'm telling you, years. But I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll see what happens. Mm. Mm. Something like that. So what's going on today? Taco Tuesday. No tacos today here. I did some Spanish rice, yellow rice yesterday. Black beans. um, chicken breast, and I had some pork chops already made for me with an avocado. So I took 1 scoop of rice with a couple of pork chops, a lot of black beans on it on top of the rice, and I took a whole half avocado, cut it in half, popped it, peel off the skin of it. That was dinner. Mm. Excellent, excellent. So it filled me up pretty good. So that's why I came back here to do the stop here, and then I'm like, wow. So now gotta go to bed. So around like 10:30, I just that was it. Shut everything down, or 10 o'clock last night. Yeah, I slept good. So I even drone crew all kinds of drone parts, water camera, housing for the forest props when I port in Mexico. Oh, cool. Yeah, but yeah, you gotta do some good maintenance on those things so they could last you a lot longer, and hopefully give them a good safety protocols, and stuff like that when before anything happens to them, and you got to invest some money and stuff like that. I was go to the doctor today. 16 steroid injections in my lower back. Oh, 16! Wow, that I gotta get my lower back checked too. I don't know what the hell's the deal. It hurts a lot, especially when I'm sitting on the toilet. You hear this crackling, and sucker hurts. Also, my above hips, you could hear them pop also. So yeah, ouch. Yeah, you got that right. Big time ouch. Big time. I don't like needles. I just I don't mind them, but I don't like them. I don't like looking at the ones that like when they're taking blood out and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't like looking at any of that stuff. So I try to keep my eyesight away from whatever the nurse is doing, so it won't be dramatic on me. But sometimes you say, "Oh, there goes here a little pinch." Sometimes a little pinch is like okay. Sometimes you don't feel it, depending on who it is. One of the nurses that I'm going to see Monday, she's pretty good. You don't feel anything. It's coming because they're letting you know. So the pain medicine they gave me is wonderful. The nurses, I like that. Mm. I always pretend to be to the nurse. I told her I might pass out. Yeah, I see it. You should see the look in her eye when I tell them that. Like, yep, you fall down, we're gonna leave you there. We're not picking you up. Have your way. I think I'm waking up now. Your fault, Mike. Your fault. Mm-hmm. It's one that gives me, it makes me look away when he gives the pain medication. Yep, I just do that. I let it not. I don't mind the injection. It's just the don't let me look at him. Sometimes it hurts. Um, I, okay, well, it is your fault. Always, always, Mike. Always, always, always. Just don't forget that. Always. Ooh, okay. See, when I go as a nurses, um, I go to see a nurse practitioner, but it's her assistant nurse who does everything. She does the IV prep or the quick injection for something, or doing a blood sample. They go through the IV connector, or to check my blood right on the spot. They come with a quickie little thin machine like gray and orange, and it just a very quick pop. Sometimes that little piece of thing hurts more than when they put in IV in it. I hate when they have to take that out. That's when it hurts to me. The IV injections, because they pull that tape first, and when you pull the tape, sometimes the metal kind of moves around, so that's painful. And then once you pull the needle out, it's a quick thing. But I feel it. It's like, ooh, gives me a little painful thing. I guess my shots. I gave myself one yesterday. I also gave my wife shots two. Okay. Mr. Sherman, how you doing? Good morning, everyone. CNS Travels in the house. Yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, when did I see you last, Sherman? I think it was last night, right? Somebody's live. Shancer. Shannon had a live last night, but that lady that had the echo on her screen, I couldn't deal with that anymore. I listened for a while, and there were times they were just all quiet, and then every time the lady spoke, you could hear the background. And like, nope, gotta go. Yep, last night, yes. Morning, Sherman from John Gaylor to you. Hope everything's good in your saddle, in your area. Mr. Sherman, oh, it is in the 60s here down in Atlanta, so it's going to be warm today also. Sunny day yesterday. I spent a couple hours outside, sitting in the front porch, just looking at traffic go by, drinking coffee, and having some grits. This was around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, just to put something in my belly. I think I had a slice of cheese and something else in the morning. I think a banana. That was it. So around 3 o'clock, I said, I'm in the mood for grits and coffee. So that's what I did. I went ahead and got that. But well, instead of saying inside the house, I went outside. I went to the front porch and had it up front, watching cars go by and stuff like that. And hearing the planes coming out of the Hartsfield airport in Atlanta here. A lot of them fly by here. And then like around 3:30, all you hear is school buses. Just I have a little junior school nearby here. I'll say maybe not even a mile away. And one of the main roads here, that's where they used to get out. Ow. Ooh, battle. Something didn't feel good in my belly. I might get gas or something. I don't know. Oh, so we'll see. Um, If anything, I'm not gonna go over 8. I'm gonna be here till 8, and then I'll probably go take a quick nap, like 45 minutes. So I'll be ready for go live together. Otherwise, I might fall asleep on their show, And it's bad enough already that with Cheryl being sick, and now me also, Jeremy's not gonna be too happy. So we'll see. Um, yeah, right, Jeremy. Right? It was bad. So that's why I walked away. Good morning to you. I think I should have been a nurse instead of an EMT. Okay. My brother was trying to be an EMT back in the 80s. We both work at a hospital. We both did patient transport. Uh, I took care of the X-ray, ultrasound, and nuclear departments. My brother was over at they take people to do therapy. That's why he spent most of his time worked in the hospital, and then he became a paramedic. But then eventually since he was all union and stuff, he eventually walked away from the whole thing. So who knows? He doesn't want to do it anymore. So it's 66 in North Carolina right now. So a good 6 degrees warmer than here down in Atlanta. And good morning to not saying Mr. Keller. Mr. Lloyd Jones, how you doing? Good morning, good morning to a bunch of people. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Lloyd Jones, for coming over and hanging out. What a be here. So, I got a little nap in my brain, Lloyd Jones, at 8 o'clock. That's what I'm going to do. Lay down for a bit. And hopefully get like a good half-hour power nap. Get up again and then come get ready to be with Jeremy and Cheryl for an hour and then turn around and go back to bed. Just one of those weird deals. But I hope I sleep well because, I sleep an hour during the afternoon and then that's it. And I'm awake again. So I just all screwed up. Today I got to make sure I weigh myself. I'm taking one of the pills. I'm taking double strength. One of my Lasix. The doctor wants to know what's going on if I pee a lot. And by this afternoon, by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I got send him a message letting him know what's going on. Then I'm going to get to see them on Monday. So we'll see. Monday, 9 a.m. I'll be doing the morning quick on the road. Drop off Alice, and I'm staying there because 9 a.m. is my appointment. Might as well stay at the hospital. I just go get some coffee across the street in Dunkin' Donuts, and then come back, park in a handicap, get my water out, and go upstairs and chill up and see what happens. Well, been up since 3. I managed to put it in putter. I got everything done already. Okay, good. Wow, 3 a.m. Telling you, love. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I wake up early and I feel good. There's days like today. Nope, not in a good mood. So, or rested or anything like that. Too much crap in my head, going back and forth. So, so sorry, you got up early too. But I'm hoping to take a rest later, and then hopefully around 3 o'clock I should be, moving around and doing some exercises here in the house, just to keep myself awake. Otherwise, 8 o'clock tonight I might be like watching TV, and then I'll be like, hello, So one of those deals. One of those deals. I went and redid one of the thumbnails. Or I did my own solitary podcast on Saturday mornings, and then I do cruise news on Sunday night. Now I mix them together. They're gonna be one show. Sunday nights at 8. Saturdays I just want to sleep Saturday morning if I can. Otherwise, unless I gotta go do a pickup. But other than that, I want to sleep Saturday morning. Mr. Jimmy, how you doing, sir? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on. Just in case. Um, Jimmy's in the house. Morning, great to see you, Jimmy. Hope everything's going well today. It's because this is usually known as tax day, Eddie, but it sounds like you have a good plan. Taxes are already done, gone, and already spent. So yes. Go on, Jimmy. How are you feeling, sir? Okay, let's see. Let's see what he tells us. I know he was up earlier. I saw that green light, green dot around like 4 o'clock in the morning, but I wasn't gonna say hello at that time in the morning because you never know. Maybe it's the computer on and but the person is. Because I know sometimes in the hospital you gotta lay down and sleep as much as you can. Every opportunity you get. Because once they send you out to tests and stuff, you could be like half asleep and they still put you in another bed or they take you on the one you're in to wherever you're going to do. So you guys hear that? That's how my body sounds when I'm trying to sit down on the toilet and to drop off the kids in the pool here at the house. That's and I usually go 3 to 4 times a day. So yeah, well, yeah, and then you hear all that noise and all that banging sound. And by the way, good morning everybody, and let's see who we got here. What's up, Mister Sonia? Oh,
Good morning. I
guten
don't know why
Morgen, sir.
I can't seem to get the camera to show me. I'm using my iPad.
Yeah, oh, remember you're at the hospital. Hospital tend to there's a lot of blockage. There's a
Oh,
lot of
but,
antennas. There's a lot of bunch of other
but,
crap.
but you can see me, Eddie?
Oh yes,
Yeah, so all I
see
see
you,
is a
see you, hear you.
uh, all I see is a dark rectangle.
Wow.
Now on my
Hmm.
phone, I'm watching the show on my phone and I can see myself there. So I don't know, it's kind of odd. But I don't have uh, I don't have the cell service on my iPad, so you're probably right.
Yeah.
But how are you doing?
Very tired. Sleepy. Uh, don't feel good, but living. So I'm awake. So which is the best part.
All in good time, my friend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely
Um,
all in good time.
I'm certainly learning that here in in the hospital, but
Hmm.
I know a lot of people have been inquiring how I'm doing, and it's a very slow process here.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I've been done with the chemo for 2 weeks now, and I had a biopsy, and it shows no cells in my bone marrow and my blood, which kind of sounds bad, but that was the result we've been looking for. So I'm basically cancer free right now, and
Amen.
it's in remission. But the threat of it coming back, because it's AML now, the threat of it coming back is great.
Yeah.
So I'll be here once my blood begins to start to recover and show signs that it's rebuilding itself, I'll get to come home for a few weeks, and then I'll come back and have the transplant, which I'm excited for that day, believe it or not. I mean,
Yeah.
sitting in a hospital room, as you know, Eddie, it's not a lot of fun. And but I just want to get it all over with so I can be on the road to wellness.
Yeah.
And not have that threat of the cancer coming back looming over me. It's the only cure is for me to have somebody else's immune system. So, hey, look, I'm going to get someone else's DNA. It could be you. We
That's
could
right.
be blood brothers. You never know. So, but yeah, Leah Law says all the sleekness makes Jimmy look younger as well as wiser. Well, thank you, sir. All my nurses couldn't believe it. I mean, if you saw me before I had that beard and I was laying in bed and I was doing this with my beard and giant chunks of it were just coming out. So
Yeah.
I got a buzz, the buzz razor. They won't let me have anything with a blade because they don't want me to cut myself. So the rest of the hair came off, and here I am. Let's see if I can put this up.
Are you by yourself in a room, or do you have any roommate with you?
No, so here it's unique here at Brigham Women's Hospital in Boston. I'm on a cancer ward, so we all get our own floor.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we all get our own room.
Yes.
All the rooms are positive pressurized so that if somebody opens the door, the air gets the air conditioner or the heating system, whatever it is, it builds up pressure in the room and it pushes everything out of the room. So it won't let any bad stuff in. The threat of infection is huge. And so when I go out of my room, which they want me to walk, it's kind of a U-shaped ward. And I think there's a total of 10 rooms here. And we're all cancer patients in one form or another. And we all have to be in our own room. One patient can't visit another patient. But I am allowed to leave the room and walk. They encourage it. They want you to do the things that you would normally do. But I have to wear a mask when I leave the room. If anybody comes into my room except for Colleen, they have to wear a mask. So that's what's happening here on my front.
See, back in 2019, when I stayed at the St. Joseph Hospital in Patterson, New Jersey, I was in rooms with somebody else, all over the place. I kept getting moved around and stuff like that. Now here in Georgia, I've been at the hospital twice, and I've been by myself. Most of the times, I'm on ICU. But when I was the first time back in 21, I did get to spend 1 or 2 days at a regular room, and I was by myself also. So that was, I'd rather have it like that the whole time. So it makes it more easier.
I think it's better for someone's recovery if they have their own room.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because it's bad enough now. Hi, Alice.
Hi, how are you? I didn't want to interrupt you talking.
No,
you look good.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm just getting ready for work, so let me just say a quick hello to everybody and enjoy your show. And I'll listen to the update later if Eddie gives it to me. Otherwise, I'll watch that.
Get better and come to Georgia to meet you guys. Colleen and I have plans. So
sounds good.
Yep. Well,
All right.
not meet you. I've already met you, but
Yes.
want to hang out for a long weekend or maybe come to that would be good. So,
Sounds
Yes,
good.
yes, yes.
Yeah. All righty. Take
Thank-
care.
so I was saying that having your own room, I think, is better for
Hang
one's.
on, 1 minute.
Oh,
Love you.
awesome. I think it's better for one's recovery, and the biggest reason is that the nurses, and you know this, Eddie, and for anybody who's had any stay in a hospital, the nurses come in, especially here, just about every couple hours they'll come in and take my vitals, and then I'm free now. You can see this is my PICC line under this thing, but I'm usually attached to a pole with pumps on it.
Yeah.
They're giving me antibiotics 24 hours a day. It's because I don't have an immune system, so they want to just keep the threat of infection.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
If there was another patient in here, I would have to deal with being woken up by my own nurses and then have to deal with them coming in and waking up the other patient as well. And I don't think I would rest as well as I would in my own room. So that's my thought.
Yep. I went through that in St. Joseph's, where there was one night that the room that I got put in, there's when there's death, there's a smell in the air. And this room had it. The moment I walked in the room, I said, like, I'm in the wrong room. I need to be out of here. I don't feel good. I just had a bad sensation about it. So people came in, family, to see this other person that I was with. And finally, the wife decided to take her husband home that night because she wanted him to pass away at their house.
Yeah.
So I got moved to another room. And I'm telling you, in New Jersey, they moved me from room to room because the same thing happened to me. Every time they came in to do anything for me or the other person, they kept waking me up, and I was not resting at all. When on Friday afternoon that week, they finally released me. So I drove from Jersey back to Brooklyn. I fell asleep on the road twice because I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I had to drive because I had the car, and I drove back to New York from Jersey. So it was a bad experience. I will tell you that much.
It sounds like.
Oh yeah. Now the two times that I've been in here in Noonan, although I'm by myself, and the good one thing is, since I'm almost self-sufficient, I'm one of the better patients in the whole floor. So they do kind of leave me alone unless they needed to give me a shot or something from the doctor. They come in, but like you said, every at least 2.5, 3 hours, somebody will come in to do vitals, take a little bit of blood, and walk away.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm sleepy, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes it was easy, quick in, easy out. But some other times, once they do that, it's like, okay, now what? So
right, yeah, they take a lot of blood from me.
Yeah.
In fact, so one of the things they want you to do is is to stick to your routine. So at home, I get up at 5, let the dogs out, and make my first cup. And then if it's Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, I go up and I get ready to do my live show. So regardless of what I'm doing here, I get up at 5 every day. I turn all the lights on, I open the window shade, and I just try to stick to my routine the best that I can here. I'm hoping I can find more energy to be able to do my 6 a.m. live stream. It's really something that I want to do. I miss it doing it.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Best of the day.
There you go. Start getting warm up.
Yep. The food sucks here. The coffee is horrible. So I asked my doctor if I could bring a Keurig in.
Ooh,
Yeah, we see no reason why. So Colleen bought me one of those single cup Keurigs, and the coffee I drink at home, and it's wonderful.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Just that alone making me smile like that is healing.
Oh yeah. Wow. I mean, I don't have any complaints about the food or the coffee or anything at the hospital here. I mean, whatever they brought me, I ate it. Whatever they brought me to drink, I stuffed it down. I didn't have no problems whatsoever. Nothing was bad. Nothing. Everything had good flavor. Even one of the meals that I had, Alice came in to see me at noon, and they brought me pasta with broccoli on the side. So I ate the broccoli. She ate the pasta. Even though it was my meal, yeah. So that
Excellent.
was her lunch. Chicken mom said, "Well, just might as well stay here." They just brought me lunch. I just had breakfast not too long ago, so I was full. So when they
Yeah.
brought me lunch, I'm like, "I'm just gonna get wasted. Might as well eat it." And she just went at it, and she had the pasta, and I had the broccoli. So
I mean, in terms of food and taste, the chemo is everything you've heard about and then some. It destroys your taste. So that was partly the reason. But, they're like, you got to eat, you have to drink, you got to eat, you have to drink. We want you to see you drinking more water. My sodium levels were down. So Gatorade is my best friend. And I probably
okay,
drink 3 Gatorades a day plus coffee and juice, maybe a ginger ale in that. In terms of eating, I've slowly, um, which is good, basically good now, is I order meals and I eat them all if it's not too much. That's the thing. There's the threat that you can order too much, but for the most part, I'm eating and drinking. So, and that's part of the routine too. They want you to do that so that your blood can start working again on its own. So
yeah, yeah.
I just want to do what I'm supposed to do. So in the beginning, I was force feeding myself, um, but I didn't experience really any nausea with the chemo. There was one morning, Colleen was here, and it was right after they had stopped the chemo, and I did get sick. But it was just even after I got sick, I wasn't nauseous at all. So I'm very lucky in that respect too. So if I if my taste buds made everything taste like crap, I'll take it. Better than feeling like you got to throw up every minute. So
Amen to that. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Uh, Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, Scott. Uh, I miss our mornings, Scotty. I miss our mornings.
Don't worry. A couple weeks, and you'll be back on the horse. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping that by the end of this week, I know I said this last week when I was on your show, but I'm hoping that maybe my energy levels are going to continue to increase.
Mhm.
I get platelets, I get bags of red blood. Um, Usually every day I get at least one thing, and that perks me up. But yeah, so that's what's going on here with me.
Yeah,
So
one day at a time.
yes,
Be no rush. There's no need. So,
yeah.
John, we'll see you later. Thank you for hanging out,
Bye,
and
John.
have a good day. Yeah.
Scotty J, it's good to see you. Najuma's here. The nuts are here. These nuts. Good morning.
The nuts. I came in at. I kind of set it up around 6, but I didn't come in. I was just checking out who was on the chat, and around 6:15 there was nobody still. So I went to Damon's Chad, the guy from Can't Stop.
Can't stop
Um,
walking and mowing.
there you go. So I'm with him for a while there. We're chatting and stuff like that. I come back and check on the chat, and Chris Nuts is making comments. So I said, okay, let me get in and keep him company at least, you know. So I did, and then all of a sudden it says to me, I knew you were gonna stay away too long once you saw that I was here. I like, son of a gasket, he got me.
One thing I haven't lost is my sense of humor, which is good. So I do miss my live streams. That's the highlight of my days. Waking up with you all and sharing a cup of coffee. So Eddie's been gracious enough to send me the links to his lives, and when I feel well enough, you know, this is the second time. Yeah, there's been a couple days in between that I just don't feel like it, and those days come and go. They said that's normal.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I can't just wait to get back to my normal routine and see you all and see Kenny. I understand Kenny is in the hospital. I've been praying for him for a while. So
Wow.
yeah, he's having a problem with some sort of a line that's installed. I think it's like a drain.
Okay.
Because of his condition, you know, they have to drain. It's kind of internal, I guess, and it
Yeah.
drains out through his spine. But I guess he woke up one morning and he was throwing up and couldn't stop, and he had terrible abdominal pain. So he's in the ICU somewhere in North Carolina. And so if anybody's heard from Kenny and heard his condition, please let us know, because he's my little brother and my partner channel, and I care for him dearly.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll get somebody will say something.
Yeah.
Here, always, you know, somewhere down the line you hear from everybody, so which is a
Right.
good thing.
Yeah.
Shannon says, if I live closer, Jimmy, I will bring you your dinners. Oh, it's a daughter training on you, and that is about the only thing I can do to help them.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people have expressed when I get out of the hospital after my transplant that they're like, I'll cook meals for you and I'll do that. The problem with that is, and I accept that, but I can't accept it because I'll be on a strict, very, very strict diet. And there's
Yeah.
a whole list of food that I can't have for the threat that it could give me an infection. Like if I ate a salad, you know, what comes on those fresh vegetables could be E. coli or anything, and it could kill me.
Yes.
So the only person that can prepare my meals will be Colleen. She's been designated my caregiver. And I'll be eating a very overcooked, bland daily diet for the 100 days.
Mm-hmm. Those you gotta follow up to every step they give you.
Yes, exactly. So I just need to do what they say, and that will continue me on the road to wellness.
Yes.
And all the little things, like I've been getting fevers a couple times a week, which, you know, they get a little nervous about because I don't have an immune system right now. So anything could give me an infection.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Who is Henry Law? I'm not sure who Henry is, but I'm praying for him.
Mm-hmm.
At least he gets to stay home. The problem with AML, leukemia, and this therapy is that, like I said, they kill your immune system.
Yeah.
So all of my blood cells are dead, including cancer, which is good. That's the idea. Kill the cancer.
Right.
So
Yep.
right now I'm cancer free, but like I said, the threat of it coming back is great. So when I get out of here from this stay, um, I'll be able to do the things I was doing before. I can go out to a restaurant. I can go to, hi, Scotty.
Jimmy.
Um, I'm going to be bed shopping, things like that. But once I have the stem cell transplant, that's when I become the boy in the plastic bubble. And
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere. I have to basically, if anybody wants to see me, it'll be like COVID, wear a mask, stay 6 feet away, no hand-to-hand contact, lots of Purell around the house, that kind of stuff. That's why I have to find a bed, because I can't sleep in my bed. I have to sleep by myself. So I'll be sleeping in my studio, but hopefully I'll feel good enough to still do our live stream, Scott.
Definitely.
And
No, I'll be there.
again, the normal routine. That's what they want. Well, I don't have my cup of Joe, but I told Eddie I have a Keurig machine. So
There you go.
Well, some lucky bastard. I wish I had my own Keurig in the room.
well,
I would drink coffee all day.
even the nurses and the doctors all agree that the food and the coffee here sucks. So I had asked my doctors the day before yesterday. I said, "Can I get one of those single cup Keurig machines and bring it in?" And they're like, "Yeah, just use the filtered water we have. Don't use the tap water." We're in Boston, and who the hell knows what pipes that water's running through under the streets? Could be lead in it. There could be, there could be anything in it. So they have a nice little patient area outside of it's right outside my door, which is lucky. I don't have to go far. And I'll put on my mask and I'll go out and I can get my ginger ale or I can get my filtered water. So it could be worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Just having my own coffee is
Excellent.
heaven. Yeah. You guys know how much I love my coffee. I'm like you, Eddie, I just love my coffee, and the crap they serve here. Then calling it coffee is it's not the right term for it. It's something else.
What
Dirty
sip
water.
of the day is it, Jimmy?
Say again, Scott.
What sip of the day is it?
The best sip of the day, my brother.
Best sip of the day, baby. There it is.
Yeah. I've been telling all the nurses here about, my being a content creator and the live streams that I do. And, my sign off, one of the things we talk about is our nurses. You have to love and respect our nurses because they obviously make the doctors look good. And you should see their faces light up when I say that. Oh, that's awesome. And they're all young nurses here for the most part. There's a couple around my age who are all great. But the young ones, they're very interested in the content that we create. I showed them Keep Effing Fighting. And they're like, "Oh my God, you wrote that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I had to." So there it is. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Aaron.
Yeah, the other day when I was on my doctor's, I took a picture of this. You can't hardly see it, but it says, "Attention, patients and visitors. Our workers have the right to be treated with dignity and respect at all times. They should be able to do their jobs without being physically or verbally abused. Thank you for respecting the right to an abuse-free workplace." And see, I got to take a picture of this because, this is big time. Last year, I also took a picture of another thing saying about nurses, like that, being respectful and on the bottom says, very in small little letter said in the bottom, don't mess with them or Hell and rain will come to you. And like,
Right? You
oh
mess
crap!
with the bull, you'll get the horn.
Amen to that. Yeah. It's like saying, fuck with them and I'm gonna kick
So
your
that-
ass.
So now my sign-offs mean even more to me because
Oh, yeah.
my contact with nurses was strictly before it was strictly a professional level, and I know how hard they work and all of that. But now I'm experiencing the things that they do. Not to gross anybody out, but when sometimes when I go poop, I have to poop in this thing they call a hat, and then these poor souls have to go in with a spoon and then spoon out some of that and put it in basically a test tube. Who the hell wants to do that? Not me, but they do
Some
it.
people don't mind doing it. They ain't some of.
Yeah. And that's
Hey,
why I say, right, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Our nurses, they're the best, and they
They are.
deserve every amount of respect, and they really do make the doctors look good because the doctors, they're the experts. They're the one that make the decisions to treat somebody. But it's the nurses they're like the infantry. They're down in the trenches and they're making things happen.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I just love them all for that.
And
Especially
our favorite, Denise, our favorite nurse, Denise.
Yeah.
Dee
I haven't
Dee
haven't seen Dee Dee this morning. I don't know if she's working or sleeping, but
I think she might be sleeping because
yeah.
She's work. What week is this? What day is today?
happy Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh no, she's working Wednesday, Thursday this week. Oh, so maybe she's just
on days off. She's sleeping.
Yeah, I don't have her for Thursday.
Good.
Thursday this week.
Deserves to sleep too. So
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy, I also wanted to say, if any of those young nurses are around my age and you want to slip them the 7 digits of controversial cruising, go ahead. I trust you. I trust you.
It would be a treasure trove.
Oh, we gotta get this guy hook up.
Hey, Captain Controversy, I got your number from Jimmy. Sorry if this is weird. It's like, oh, what?
You're gonna have to move back to Winland now, Scott. It's funny because when they come into my room, they're always wearing a mask, so I get to see their eyes, and pretty eyes, but I don't get to see their full face. But when I leave my room, I put on my mask, and then I get to see them. And let me tell you right now, if I wasn't a married man and I was 40 years younger, I'd be right with you as well. That's the problem with us firefighters, is a lot of us have had relationships and snagged nurses. A lot of my coworkers are married to nurses. So,
and now I know why I went to college in Boston.
Right? Yeah. Boston's a wonderful city. I mean, it's like any other city. It has its downside and crime and that. Scott, I'm right around the corner from Fenway Park. I could walk.
Fenway Park.
Yeah, I could walk to it.
To the green wall.
Yeah, the Green Monster. They're not doing very well right now.
No.
It's hard to stay a Red Sox fan because they're just sucking. But the season just started, so
it did.
They could certainly improve. But yeah, if you get a chance, if anybody gets a chance to come to Boston, especially this year, because I love history. It's our country's 250th anniversary of the start of the revolution. In fact, I think it's the 19th when Paul Revere made his famous ride, one if by land, two if by sea, and he alerted, the militia, the Minutemen, that the British were in fact coming, and they were heading to Lexington because that's where the cannons and the gunpowder were being stored. So they all mustered in Lexington, these Minutemen, and they they hid all the gunpowder. They moved it from where it was, and the cannons as well. And then the famous battle that started the war was there. The infamous shot heard round the world. Very interesting. It's a cool place to visit if you like history. But there's a ship here called the Beaver too, and it's a replica of the Beaver, which is the original ship of the Boston Tea Party. So you can visit that. You can go on board and you can dump tea into the harbor. The kids get a kick out of that. It's awesome. There's a they call it the Freedom Trail, and it's basically a trail that's in the sidewalks and things, and it takes you to various places throughout the city. And you can start at one end and walk it, or start at the other end.
Yep.
It basically begins at Bunker Hill, because that was the first real battle after Lexington. The Battle of Breed's Hill is what it was called, and later on, for whatever reason, it became Bunker Hill, and that's what most people know it as. But the British would say that they won. It was more of a kind of a stalemate, because the American forces, as ragtag as they were, they kept the British from taking the hill and fought them back. We lost a lot of casualties there, but it's a wonderful place. It's full of history. I love growing up in New England.
Yeah.
Even where I live, there's people who were presidents that from that time that were born in my state. The famous Green Mountain Boys. Which was in Vermont, but a lot of New Hampshire people were part of that as well. So it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. The last time I was in Boston was during the Big Dig. I don't recall going after. Yeah.
That was a long time ago. The Big Dig. Yeah.
Back 2001, I think it was. Something like that.
Say it again.
Like 2001, I think it was.
It could have been. Something tells me it was even before that, but it went on for several years.
Yeah.
If you had seen the Thruway, I guess, before the Big Dig, it was just a total mess of above ground subway lines, and just terrible roads. So the Big Dig is good. It helped the traffic issue, and it took away a lot of the impact to the environment, if you can believe it, here in the city. So it wasn't a bad thing. Good morning, Ryan. It's good to see you, brother.
He's running around like a crazy punk today, Mr. Ryan. Then he says, Scott and Chrissy, nice to see ya. I think he ran to the boys' room, drinking that coffee. Ryan's here also. Scotty J. Travel's still here. Good. Very good. Yeah. So, Scott made a comment about Kenny. There's something that he's getting done.
Yes, I saw that. I saw what Danny had posted about So you talked to him, Scott, to Kenny?
I did a couple days ago. He didn't let me know that he was in the hospital or anything, but I did reach out to him a couple days ago.
He posted it on Facebook. That's how I knew about it.
On Friday, I talked to him.
Yeah, so because of the condition that Kenny has, for us normally,
it only happened yesterday. That's right.
The cerebral spinal fluid that we have, the old cells in that they basically drain out of our spine into I'm not sure if it's your gallbladder or whatever it is, but Kenny's doesn't work like that. So he's had to have a shunt put in that basically attached to the top of his cervical spine and runs down his back, and then they connect it into whatever organ there is. And right, Scott, you said there's a kink in the part of it in his neck, so that makes sense because he's not his body's not moving that bad fluid out. So I know he'll be fine. I'm sure they've corrected it by now, and he'll be home as soon as we know it. So
oh yes,
and all of you be up in the morning at 6 a.m. again before you even know it. So
exactly, yep.
When doing your thing and screaming and throwing coffee all over the place and talking about weather and crazy nuts and showing pictures.
Scott, mushroom coffee, poopity scoop.
poopity scoop.
big boludo over here.
I miss Trouser Cat too.
Trouser Cat.
No, that's why Pebbles and Pickles don't come in here anymore. Because Trouser Cat. That's what it is.
Yeah, Pickles misses Trouser Cat. So, but we'll be back to normal soon enough. And
good old Trouser Cat. Where's
Trouser? He's the feline who knows where it's at. He's Trouser Cat. I love that. That's so funny.
There's Trouser Cat.
There he is.
Good old Trouser Cat.
How can you hate him?
Right?
And how Trouser Cat was born is just awesome as well, because I don't know if everybody knows the story of Trouser Cat's birth, but Kenny was doing a live stream. It may have been with me. I don't exactly remember, but Kenny does it from his couch. Yeah. And he has clean laundry on the back of the couch and that. And I don't know if it was Mel Nettie or somebody said something about, "Hey, Kenny, is that your cat?" And he's like, "My cat? Yeah, on the back of the couch." He's like, "No, those are my pants." And I was like, "It's Trouser Cat." And that's how he was born. Pretty funny.
I thought it was the orange hoodie that he had on the sofa.
Oh, that was too. That could have been it as well, Eddie. But yeah,
I know you were getting him, and he's like, "What the hell are you people talking about?"
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean, trouser or my cat? And it just Trouser Cat was born out of that. Trouser Cat on the couch or on your back. He won't slouch and he won't slack. Here he comes, he's Trouser Cat. So, of course, I had to write a theme song for Trouser Cat. So everybody gets a theme song.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Hey, Billy. Faminola, good morning, sir. I hope you're doing well and your health is doing good. He's been dealing with his blood sugar and whatnot, cardiac issues as well. So
yeah,
stay healthy. Stay healthy.
Yep. I'm gonna find out more stuff on Monday when I go back to the doctor, see what's going on. He called me. My cardiologist called me last night at 9:00 last night, and he scared the crap out of me when I looked at the phone and I saw that hospital number. I went like, "Shit, why is it calling now? What is it?"
Wait, the cardiologist called and your heart dropped?
I mean, my whole system went, and I went like, "What the?" And it just he finally got to read my message that I sent him, and he got a little confused with all the stuff that I put in there. So he wanted me to be more specific about the whole thing. So I mean, but scared the crap out of me when I like, whoa, what? I've been asking what the hell is the deal with my kidneys? What the hell is the deal with my heart lately? And they're not telling me anything. They supposedly all the tests that they've been doing, there's not a concluded answer for me yet. And I gotta go back on Monday. So by me getting that call last night, I mean, I went like, oh crap, this is not good.
Yeah,
But
I
phew, I dodged a bullet there. So
thank God, hallelujah.
mhm. So
Sticking
today he
to
wants me
normal
to
routines is important.
yeah.
Doing what they tell you is important. You know, the food you should eat and the things that you do throughout your day, you just have to do it. I mean, I look at some of the patients here and I don't understand. Some people just seem like they've given up already. They just lay in a bed all day.
Yeah.
If anybody knows me well, that's not me. I hate laying in that bed. Um, so I get up every day at 5, just like I do at home. Now I have an actual Keurig and I can make my coffee. The only thing is me letting the dogs out and doing the live streams. But for the most part, I get up, I drink coffee, I watch the news, those kinds of things. So I'm not going to let cancer is not going to define who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to I'm going to define the cancer and tell it that it's not allowed. That's the KFF, you know.
Right.
Um, Fuck cancer, man. Pardon my
Right.
language. It's the scourge of the planet, and it's so many people are suffering from it, and more firefighters are getting it and dying from it. It used to be cardiac disease was the number one killer. Well, it's not anymore. It's cancer. So, and it's just the nature of the job and the things that we've been exposed to. So,
Right.
but keep fucking fighting, and PMA, positive mental attitude, will save your day.
Right.
And I'll even have more reason to say PMA. Please believe me when I tell you that I'm living proof it works. I'll have more proof that it works when I'm cured of this this invader into
Yeah.
my body.
Peter.
Yep, indeed.
This thing that came out of nowhere. I mean, it's incredible how things develop and ay ay ay. But we gotta keep moving on, you know.
Oh, congratulations, Billy! Losing 40 pounds is good. That's a lot of
Wow.
it, man. Especially when you're have diabetes and that. Losing weight is one of the most important things.
Yes.
Is, because you know where the sugar gets stored is in the fat, or a lot of it does. The bad sugars in that it gets stored in the fat, and if you're overweight, uh, you're just feeding that condition. I lost. I mean, it started before I got in the hospital, but I weigh 200 pounds now, and I was 250 a year ago. So I feel good.
Feel good.
Mhm.
Dan,
Yeah, and you look good too. Even though you're no hair, but you look like 10 years younger.
that's what everybody is saying, that I look younger. The beard I grew, it was just a statement because I was mad at having cancer. And I said, well, fuck you, cancer. I'm just going to let the hair grow because at some point it's all going to fall out. Now, the
Yeah.
funny thing is that a lot of my facial hair, like I said earlier, was coming out in clumps. But the hair on my head, it's coming out, but I still have stubble growing back. So it's odd. Um, but when I get a little bit of the stubble on my face, I can pull it right out. So So who knows? But I don't care about any of that. It'll grow back.
Oh yeah, and be in no rush, man. It'll be here by the time it should be. So no big deal. Just let it flow. Take care of everything else, and that hair stuff could wait. So no big deal.
What am I reading? Cruise Nuts. That's Mike, right?
Yeah.
Mike.
Mike. So
Mike
Mike
and
said,
Tracy.
it's the missing facial hair that makes you look younger. Indeed. It's been a long time since I've had my signature firefighter Fu Manchu mustache. I've had that on my face forever. So it feels funny not being able to have that. But who knows? This may be my new look. I'm going to call it the Sean Ornelas look.
Part 2.
Yep.
Yeah, Ross said earlier.
The younger version.
Ross said, "Jimmy, I know I love Sean, but stop trying to imitate him."
Oh.
Right? I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I missed that, but good morning, Ross. It's good to see you. I understand there's 56 rooms that have been booked on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, which is good. I mean, I think we were getting close to 60, but that's partly my fault because I had family coming with me. And then obviously I can't go because
Not your fault at all, Jimmy.
Cruise ships, they're like petri dishes, so
Yeah, they are.
there's no way I could even begin to go on something like that. But there'll be more cruises to go on. There'll be more. I think
2027, February 14, 2027. Just saying.
My goal is to try to make Helen 26, so I can go hang with you all and meet. I'll actually get to meet Kenny, because if he's not going to travel there, I'm going to go pick up his ass with the RV and we're going.
Take him and throw him in the RV. Get in, Kenny.
Yep, buddy. Strap yourself in. We're making tracks to Helen. That's my first goal. But it was funny. My couple weeks ago, Colleen, out of the blue, had said to me, she said, "When you're all better and we get the funding together, we're going to go to Australia." So that would be really cool. It's one of my goals is to meet Sean and Ilana. And, a bucket list is going to the land down under. I mean, it's a beautiful continent, a beautiful country. There's kangaroos, mate.
Kangaroos, and go drink some Fosters with Sean.
Yes. All right, my nursing staff is here, fellas, so it's good to see you. I'm going to let you go.
You too.
And I love all of you guys, and I can't wait to start doing my morning live streams again. There it is, KFF. Keep fucking fighting.
We'll bring you back tomorrow morning. So
very good. Yeah, Eddie, keep sending me the links. I appreciate it. And
Maybe
don't forget, best sip of the day.
Best sip of the day, PMA, baby.
All right, guys. Like I said, love you all. I'll see you
too,
soon.
Jimmy. Bye,
Bye,
Jimmy.
bye.
See you then. Well, at 8 o'clock in the morning, fellows, I don't know if CME might be on or not, but I'm going to go ahead and take a quick little nap before I go live together. I had a rough night.
No CME. No CME.
Oh, no CME. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and take at least a good 45-minute nap. Then I got to wait myself for the to let the doctor know what I'm weighing today. And then I'll be back for CME. Go live together. Of course, I got to make my another cup of Joe. Thank you,
And
Scott.
if I
For,
took a nap right now, I would be asleep until your quickie tomorrow morning.
well, yeah, that's how
I can't take a 45
I,
minute
I
nap.
did. I lay down on the sofa here for about an hour and change.
Let me make no way.
No,
No
it
way.
was too good. Too low, and I don't know, just very uncomfortable, and the padding is very soft, and like, oh my. I thought I could like sneak in, a quick napping here, but no. Plus, I
I can't
think
nap. I'm not a
all
good
the coffee
napper.
that all the coffee that I've been drinking, and I had a banana earlier. I think it's playing numbers on my belly.
Banana earlier.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
so yeah, well, yes.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Scott Smith, thank you for coming in, driving, and listening. We'll see.
Scott Smith.
We'll see you a little bit later. Hopefully, we'll be back tomorrow morning with go live together. God darn it! With the morning quickie. Just keep an eye on in case Jamie is in the mood to come by and say hello. I'll definitely bring you back in. Same thing with you, Scott. If you're around,
Yep.
come hang out for a bit. Other than that, we'll see you guys on go live together in a few. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Let's have a great morning. And I just need to do the quick little things this morning before the next show. And then I'll be back at 9 to hang out with everybody. So until then,
No money for bail.
Everybody stay out of trouble, right?
No money for bail. Cheese,
Amen to that.
cats, or anything else.
Peace out. See
Bye,
you
Belinda.
in about an hour. Bye.
Bye.